T6-X. I can waste no more time on you.
She'll fly apart.
Fire apart then!
I don't want to talk about it. Get it done.
You would be the man I would kill you where you stand.
There are 4 lights!
Khan Noonien Singh is the most dangerous adversary the Enterprise ever faced. He is brilliant, ruthless, and he will not hesitate to kill every single one of you.
And greetings everybody, and welcome to another JeSter Reviews. Now I hope you enjoyed that clip, and I realised that was the old Kelvin timeline Battlecruiser before its refit, but I just love that clip. And yeah, talking of clips, here we have the Vengeance in front of us there. Yes, that looks quite ominous, doesn't it? Yes. I always thought the Vengeance was much bigger, to be honest with you. Maybe it was, but anyhow, yeah, this is the legendary Kelvin timeline Intel Battlecruiser. And yeah, there is some subtle differences between the other Kelvin timeline Battlecruiser, and we'll go through that when we go to the ship Taylor. But isn't she splendid? She really is. And this version, the legendary version, has smaller nacelles and a thinner neck, I believe. But yeah, we'll explore that when we go and look at the old one and the new version. But as always, I really do love this design of Starfleet ship. Slight differences upon other themes, of course, but it's, you know, basically similar. Large saucer, 2 nacelles on the back. Yeah, I really do like this ship. This is actually one of my favourite ships, and the old Kelvin timeline Battlecruiser was a really cool ship, and I really did like it. But this one, I wouldn't say it is much better. There's not much difference between the two, but I do like this design a little bit better. But anyhow, there you go. Right. So what we'll do now is we'll go and have a look at the statistics, quick look at the build, and then we'll go to the ship Taylor, shall we? So here is the build. We have 5 weapons to the front and 3 to the rear. Very quickly, I have 3 dual beam banks, covert phaser dual beam banks. I have the phaser wide angle dual heavy beam bank from the Discovery Reputations tab, and also the dark matter quantum torpedo, also from the Discovery Reputations tab. In the rear, I have an omnidirectional covert phaser. I have an advanced inhibiting phaser, which gives us a 2% bonus all damage. And finally, we have the Terran Task Force Phaser Beam Array, also from the Terran Task Force Reputations tab, and this is also giving us a 2% bonus all damage. Now, I won't go through all the consoles as such. If you do want any details about these consoles, just drop me a line below, and I'll be happy to answer any questions as to what they are, as I'm trying to cut down the time on my videos, unfortunately, and it's I'm not doing too well, but anyhow, there you go. Moving on to the Masteries, we have a 25% physical and kinetic damage resistance rating at tier 1. At tier 2, we have a plus 15 critical severity. At tier 3, we have a plus 25 energy damage and radiation damage resistance rating. And at tier 4, we have an increased maximum hull hit points by plus 10%. Now, the first of the 2 traits is down but not out. And the bonus starts at 80% hull and reaches maximum potential at 20% hull, up to plus 20 all subsystem power maximum, increasing as hull percent decreases. And at level 6, the trait is heard I needed help. And when below 50% hull, using hull heals or intel abilities, it calls a version of your ship from the Kelvin timeline to assist for 60 seconds. In addition to weapons fire, it uses construction shuttle wing, delayed overload cascade and augment boarding party. After it arrives, there is a 120-second recharge before it can be used again. Now I've actually tried to use this and yeah, I haven't seen it work. Maybe it's because I haven't gone below 50% hull. I don't know. But yeah, the jury's still out on this for me, and I'll keep you informed. If we move on to the stations, we have Lieutenant Commander Universal Intelligence Station. We have an Ensign Universal Station. We have a Lieutenant Commander Tactical Station. We have a Commander Engineering Stroke Intel Station. And we have a Lieutenant Science Station. So if we move on to the stats, there you go. We have a hull of 122,173. The shields are slightly disappointing. I was expecting them to be higher, but 22,146. The resists are quite respectable. I'm quite happy with them. Early 40s. That's really cool. We have an accuracy rating of 129. We have a critical chance of 37.3% and a critical severity of 195.1%. Now I have toyed with putting some locators in here, and I may just do that at a later stage. But for now, we'll leave things as they are. Okay, just before we move on to the ship's tailor, I thought I would bring you another console which I found useful in my Star Trek Online journey. And if you're part of a fleet, then you can acquire this from your fleet spire. And the console in question is a vulnerability locator. Now in my particular case, I've got mine up to epic, and that is giving me a 39.4% phaser damage and a 2% critical chance. Now in some cases, if you can get 5 vulnerability locators on your ship, that's going to give you a pretty substantial bonus over your opponents. So there you go. If you get a chance, dip to your fleet spire and get yourself a vulnerability locator, or a bank of them if you like. And if you're not actually a member of a fleet, then see if you can get an invite to go and buy some, because vulnerability locators are really, really good. And in fact, I'm toying with the idea of putting them on here now as well. But anyhow, so there we go. Vengeance is still there, isn't he? Yes, he's not going anywhere. He's not being intimidated by us, is he? Right, so what we'll do now is we'll go off to the ship tailor and have a look at some of the skins, shall we? So here we are with the Kelvin Timeline Constitution refit. And for those of you who want to know the difference between the two Kelvin Timeline Constitution ships, there's the old one, or the original one. As you can see, the Bussard collectors and the nacelles, they're huge, aren't they, compared to the new one. Although having said that, I don't mind that, to be honest with you. I think I would have preferred them to have been a tiny bit further apart. Same height and everything, just a little bit more width between the two. Same with that one, although I don't really mind either way, to be honest with you, but yeah, I think I've changed my mind now. I think I like this one. Anyhow, there we go. We'll stay in theme for now. And here we have the bridge. And we'll visit that bridge later on, but it really is one of the nicest bridges in the game. In fact, all the Kelvin timeline ships have really, really nice bridges on those ships. They're really cool. I really like them. So let's just have a look at the materials. Constitution. Defiant. That actually looks better to me, to be honest with you. Dreadnought. Not keen on that one. Dreadnought Type 2. No, I'm not a lover of that either. Freedom. Just to mention, if you do hear noises in the background, I do apologise. My next door neighbour's having building work done, so yes, I'm sorry about that. Out of my control, but anyhow. Moving on, Freedom and Galaxy. I quite like that one as well, actually. Yeah, I quite like the Galaxy one. Intrepid. Yeah, so that works. NX. We'll try and get through these really quickly because I know I'm trying to cut down on my video times. This is the NX refit. That's okay. Like that one. Sovereign. Yeah, that's not bad. Sovereign refit. Oh, quite like that actually. That's quite cool as well. Type 0. Oh, I do like that as well. My word. That is nice. Type 1. Type 1. That's cool as well. 2. 3. Not keen on that one. Type 4. Oh no, not keen on that one. Type 5. 6. Bit bright, isn't it? 7. I don't mind that one. Does have a bit of a distressed look to it though, doesn't it? 8. 8B. Veteran. Let's just have a look. I think I like the... Which one was it? It was a Sovereign. The Sovereign was good, wasn't it? Like the Sovereign. And the... Actually, I quite like that one. Type 0. Yes, I'm going to go with that one. Advanced. So if we have a look here, we can have a bit of a mess about here. On the saucer section, not much going on there. The neck. Yes, not. Don't like the neck there on that one being lower. Not much difference there on the hull, really. This is where the difference will be. Pylons. Oh, that's interesting. That's an interesting look, isn't it? Oh, I quite like that. That's an interesting look. I like that one. Oh, I thought I'd put the original back on there. Yeah, that's a swept back, isn't it? And that's the... I quite like the swept forward look. Yeah, I quite like that one. Nacelles. This will be interesting. Yes, you can see the bullseye collectors there. One of them can go red. Well, they're actually both red, but it's just giving you an idea what they both look like. Constitution refit. Beta refit. There's not much difference there between those two, really, is there? The red nacelles look different, but I like the blue. I like the blue, to be honest with you. Right, let's go back to that. Is that the one? That's not the one. There we go. I think we'll leave that as is. Right, so let's go to the bridge and yeah, see what the crew's getting up to. Well, here we are on the bridge, and as you can see, this is exactly like it is in the Kelvin timeline Star Trek movies, isn't it? Okay, actually, can you see those lens flares there? Isn't that interesting? Lens flares. There, can you see them? Just trying to get it in the right position. Yeah, there they are. Look. Excellent. So very quickly, if we go over here, we've got library files. And over here we've got access to the bank. And over here we have duty officers. Ah, hello, Mr. Potato Head. What's that? We've got someone hailing us. Oh, right. Put them through. Put them through. Yes, sir. How may I be of assistance? You're from the hierarchy. Excellent. Yeah, yes, we have a crewman here. Yes, from your neck of the woods. Yes. And how may I assist you? Yes, we have some spare parts. I'll be happy to send them over to you. Yes, no problem. Have I been in an accident? No, I haven't actually had an accident. What I've been doing is I've been representing one of my crew members, who is a hierarchy member, obviously, and yes, I've been observing the rights of his challengers. Yes, I've had about 50 this year so far. Yes, apparently his captain has to fight all his challengers that he throws out, and it's been a little tiresome, to say the least. What do you mean? Say that again. The hierarchy has no rights of challengers. Really? Well, that's interesting. None at all. Right. Well. Thank you for that. Yes, I'll. Yes, that's. So, Mr. Potato Head, the hierarchy does not have any form of challenging. So I fought over 50 challenges for you this year, and there is no such thing. That's most disturbing. Right, well. Hello, number one. Yes. I'd like to set a course for the Dyson Sphere, and I would like Mr. Potato Head to be part of the landing team, if you don't mind. Yes, for an operation codenamed Certain Death. Yes, thank you. Right, so there we go. I think that's going to sort itself out very shortly. Yes, revenge is best served cold. Well, especially in the Dyson Sphere anyway. Right. So as you can see, this is a really cool bridge, isn't it? Not that Mr. Potato Head will be seeing it for much longer. Yes. If Operation Certain Death goes to plan. Right, so on that note, let's take this ship into battle, shall we? And see how she performs. So here we are, Defence of Starbase 1. By the way, Mr. Potato Head, have you ever heard of Vesaurus Rex? Well, that was a really cool run, wasn't it? Really cool run. Well, I hope you enjoyed that example there of how this ship performs. She did really well, didn't she? Yeah, so pleased. I really do enjoy a good knock-down, drag-em-out sort of exchange, and she really did give her a good account of herself there on Defensive Starbase 1. And I'm so pleased as well, because I've now completed the level 600 of the Endeavour system. So, yeah, that's something else to celebrate, isn't it? Right, so I've only got one other piece of business to sort out, and that is, yes, I think we need to travel to the Dyson Sphere. Yes, for Operation Certain Death. Now, don't forget, if you haven't already subscribed, can you hit that subscribe button for me? And yeah, give us a thumbs up as well, because that always makes our day. And speaking of which, we better get on with our day, haven't we? So, yes, Mr. Potato Head, can you report to the transporter room, please? And arm yourself with, yes, a hatchet. I think that will go down well with Visaurus Rex. All being well, I'll see you next time. Not sure about Mr. Potato Head. So until next time, this is JeSter signing off.
Please state the nature of the medical emergency.
I'm a doctor, not a bricklayer.
Too much that you do the same. And you stay out of mine.
Well, when you put it like that, You see, we are adults. I bet you looked.
Sexual advances? I'm afraid so. She offered to give you a rose petal bath.
Good God, man.
Do you think they might let me watch? It's good to see you're enjoying yourself.